Oh, whoopsie. I did.
Or puss or mediocre. You ready? That's so fine. It's all right. Maybe turn my headphones up just a little bit. Yeah. There we go. There we go. That'll work.
Good?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you? Okay.
Sure can.
There we go. No beers for Jeremy tonight.
Nope. Sober living during the week.
Yeah, I did the sober thing for a little while and felt really good. But no, I'm not back to drinking every night, but lately I've had a few beers after work. I've been doing my homework sitting by the old smudge pot.
I saw you've been ripping up the smudge pot.
Oh, dude.
How is it?
Oh, it's fucking sweet.
So
I absolutely love it.
how much of like a radius does it give heat off to?
So if you dial it in, so it's just like a fucking chill little burn. I mean, it's about like a campfire. I mean, when you get close, like it's hot.
Right.
But like it puts out, I mean, if I dialed it down and I had the heat deflector on it, it would definitely like push more out.
Right.
But I've been running it 3/4, like ripping. And it's like 10, 12 feet. You're warm.
Yeah, that'd be pretty nice.
But I've also got like those lazy boy recliner chairs, the plastic.
The zero gravity?
Well, no, the Amish fucking built, like the ones that the Amish build all the time out
like
of
the
wood.
Adirondack chairs? Is what they're called?
Yeah, where you like,
Yeah.
you sit down, but you're like leaning back a little bit.
Yep.
So like my legs are really hot, but then like my upper body's just nice.
Yeah.
But it kicks fucking heat. I will say it's taken me a little bit to get the hang of running it, because you gotta get everything like warm and hot before you put like the regulator on and dial it down. It fucking kicks 6-foot flames out the top when when you first get it rolling and it's warming up. It's fucking sweet, man.
Yeah, I see your Snapchats of it all the time. It looks fucking awesome.
Oh, dude, 10 out of 10. Definitely recommend. The only thing I got to do is get the outside rain cover. It's like a grill cover that goes over it.
Right.
Because like the number one most important thing with the smudge pot is no water. You can't have any water in that fucking thing, because it gets so hot, the water starts boiling. And if there's water in the diesel, it will sink to the bottom. And then when you light it on fire, everything gets hot and the diesel starts, or the water starts boiling, and it overflows the diesel out onto the ground, and then it like turns into a fucking kind of like a turkey fryer with a frozen turkey.
Yeah.
So I need to get the rain cover for it. I'm not about the whole like carrying it inside and outside, because I don't know if you know this or not, but 5 to 7 gallons of diesel fuel in the bottom of a bowl.
It's not very light.
No.
I can tell that, especially then there's not like handles on that thing.
No. And it's not really all that light to begin with anyway. And like it gets like hot. The flute on it gets like 1200 degrees.
Right.
Yeah. So it takes like a half hour for it to cool down before you can carry it in.
It's cool. I should bring one on our camping adventures.
Oh, dude.
Just say fuck the fire pit and just bring that.
I've seriously been thinking about bringing it to Guys Weekend. The only thing is I don't know if I'll get in trouble for having it.
How's it going to fit on your motorcycle?
I was going to put it in the camper.
Oh.
But I'd have to like empty it and everything first.
Right.
And then fill it up when we get there. But
you don't want to sloshing over in the camper?
No. No, I don't want to smell diesel fuel the entire time I'm sleeping. It would be fucking cool. There'd be a lot of people hanging out by us going, what the fuck is that?
Oh, yeah.
I'd be like,
definitely. Anybody
like,
walking by?
It's motherfucking freedom. Watch this. And I'd take the fucking regulator off and it would fuck 6-foot flames out the top. And then
I feel like somebody would get hurt during Guys Weekend with this. 100% somebody would be hurt.
Yeah, I think somebody would touch it and
Yeah.
they'd get burnt.
I'm not so sure. I wouldn't be the one to touch it.
Somebody would touch it.
Mm-hmm.
They'd be, oh, dude, it's red. Is that hot? And then you touch it. And then we'd have their fingerprints sizzling on the fucking side of it. Yeah, it's cool as fuck, man. I'm thinking I'm going to have some people over soon to have like a fucking
smudge party. Sounds like a party Diddy would have. A little smudge party.
I don't know
I don't
if
think
we
you
should
could
go
call
that far.
I don't think you could call it that.
Diddy's in a little heat right now. I don't think we should. Is he still on the run?
See, that's fitting. In a little heat. Little smudge party.
Is he still on the run?
I don't think so. I don't know. That kind of went silent.
Didn't he go to like a
Everything
tropical island?
Yeah. The one that, who was it? Russell, I don't know his last name now.
Russell Crowe.
See, I was thinking Russell Brand in my head, but not him. Fuck, what are the names?
Is it Epstein? Is he on Epstein's island?
No.
I'm very sure they sunk that island.
Sunk it?
Would it? Like, do you think it went up for sale?
I think it's just abandoned right now. Pretty sure I've seen TikToks on it where people have like rode jet skis out to it or like rode or on a boat or whatever.
I mean,
out to it, and
the property value can't be worth a whole lot. It's
probably like
who's gonna buy Epstein's
government?
island?
It's probably government seized.
Probably.
It's probably just like
Area 55 is coming. Here we go.
Like that. Yeah, I don't know, because there's probably still some sort of like investigations going on behind the scenes. So like it's just evidence now.
Do you think the Clintons took over fucking temporary ownership of it?
I think the Clintons always had ownership of it.
Bill Clinton's like, oh, we better go clean up the stuff they didn't find. We're going to go stand guard at Epstein's island.
How did we get talking about this?
I don't know. Something about, Diddy in an island.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's still on the run. I haven't heard of that.
No, I don't think he is.
I think they would have made
I think he's down in Miami.
They would have made
his place.
Big deal.
But I just think he's paid some money to, kind of keep some shit quiet.
Made it go away.
But people are still talking about it, but I don't think it's in the media like it was.
Dude, speaking of in the media, did you see Hunter Biden?
I saw he just got convicted of firearms charges.
He got convicted of all 25 counts he was going to trial on or whatever.
It's good.
Makes you wonder what else that isn't true is true.
Right.
Not to be a conspiracist here or anything, but the truth is coming out. And I love how like everybody, like Trump got convicted and everyone, like all the Democrats they're like, yeah, put his criminal ass in jail. Blah,
right.
blah, 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 blah. Hunter Biden gets convicted and then they're all like, well, I mean, no, it's not necessarily what it looks like. It's not what it is. I'm like, okay. Let's just call the fucking kettle black here. Like everybody's fucking in trouble.
25 charges?
25 charges, I think.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. I think I only heard of like 3. I saw it said 3, but
I mean, honestly, like
I didn't read it at all.
RFK, dude. Like I think there's not that many people talking shit about him. And his dad and his uncle both got shot and killed and like,
so that makes him.
I think we should.
That makes him a good candidate.
I think we should throw the guy.
His dad got killed, so
they were both good politicians too. So he obviously learned something, and then plus, he's kind of the middle man. Either everybody's gonna like him or everybody's gonna hate him. But
I don't know. I think it would be a little refreshing to get 2 new names in there.
I wish we
that
weren't.
way. It could almost be like a reset and be like, all right, let's just. Fucking reset this, because I've said it all along. Like I like the things that Trump does.
Yeah.
Like I like in the office. Like I think he's like, as far as like the business side of it, the economy, that stuff. I think he's the guy. But I also he is a jackass.
Yeah.
There's no hiding that, and I don't think there's many Republicans that would disagree with that. Like he is a fucking jackass.
But
that's the thing is like all Democrats are trying to say that's their argument. Like he's an asshole. He's a jackass, like this and that. Well, we don't argue that.
Yeah, but you had money in your pocket when he was in fucking office.
Right.
You could drive from Washington, D.C. to L.A. on $150 in fucking gas. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people were saving money and thriving and doing good.
Right.
And then, you know, everyone's like, oh, fuck Trump. Blah, blah. Dude, shut up. My pocketbook is okay right now. That's what most people give a fuck about.
Right.
Not green new energy, not fucking water glaciers melting and fucking flooding the oceans. Like, nobody's like, that's future shit. That's future shit. We don't need to worry about that. Right now, we need to worry about having money in our pocket, the fucking border secure, and not being in other countries' affairs that are costing us money.
Right.
You know, that's how I feel. I mean, for fuck's sakes, the dude had like a fucking shake hand agreement with Kim Jong-un, the most illogical, radical fucking person on the planet. And he had him at bay like, oh, he's an all right guy. Like,
I don't know if he said that.
I don't know if he did,
Yeah,
but I mean,
I don't think that was the case, but
I think it was a show of force, but he was just too short. He looked pretty fucking little next to Trump. I don't think Trump's all that tall of a guy either, though. I mean,
I have no idea. I think he actually is.
I think he's like 6 foot, but
I think he's actually a pretty good sized dude.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never seen him in person. I wouldn't.
I watched a documentary that used of him a couple years ago that said that like in his day he was just a striking young man.
Oh.
So I assume that's like 6'3".
He's still going
or
for the
6'3", like 230.
Can you imagine?
Or like 5'9" and 220, you know.
Can you imagine what it would be like to be 6'3"?
No.
I mean, have you ever done that shit where you take a daily task that you've done over and over and over again, but then you get like a little step stool that puts you at like 6'2", 6'3", and you just did that task quick, like off the step stool, and you're like, man, fuck this. Like, it'd be cool to be fucking 6'3".
Yeah, step stools are a great invention.
I was looking for, we had a booze cabinet in our kitchen, and it was the highest upper corner, whatever.
Yeah, why do we do that? That's where ours is, but like I got to get a stool out every time to get to the back of it.
Yeah.
Because there's something that I want that I don't drink very often, and I have to get the stool out. That's the cabinet I'm in the most.
Yeah. Right? And I got the kids' little like toothbrush step stool out one day, and which is only like 6 inches tall or whatever. So I fucking stood up on it, and I was looking in the cupboard, and I could see everything. All the way to the back, everything that was in there. And I'm like, holy fuck, if I was this tall, I would have thrown like 6 of those bottles away that are in the back because they've been there forever.
Right.
I'm like, fuck, man. Short guy problems.
Yeah. Sometimes it sucks.
How tall are you?
5'9".
No.
Yeah.
Are you giving yourself a little bit there?
No, that's 5'9".
Are you sure?
Positive. I'm taller than you.
You got your ID on you?
Maybe.
What's your ID say?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I don't have mine on me, but I know exactly what it says. Moment of truth. We're going to find out if Jeremy's a liar.
Well, they don't measure you when you get your ID. Sex. Male. Height. 5'9". Eyes. Blue. Yeah. Organ donor.
Okay. Well, I'll let you ride with 5'9", I guess.
How tall are you?
5'7.5".
See, and that checks out because I'm taller than you.
Yeah, 5'7.5". I'm fucking short, dude. Yeah, and it's like I've never realized that like I'm that short. Like, I've never really. I've always felt like when I'm standing there talking to people that are like 5'9", 5'10", I feel like I'm just on the same level.
Oh, you're not. Like, it is definitely. I feel like I'm looking down on you so much.
God.
I barely even see. Like, I'm just looking at the top of your head, basically.
That's heartbreaking to hear that because I feel like we're looking eye to eye. I mean, we might be making eye contact, but it might not be totally level. But
yeah, I feel like a monster next to you.
No, I think you're getting a little carried away there. I'm not. I mean, I'm short, but I'm not like short statured. You know, there's a difference there.
Yeah.
But I will say this: I've been 5'7.5" since about 6th grade. I was one of those hit puberty, grew to 5'7.5". By middle of 7th grade, I was done with puberty and I was done growing completely. The only thing I had left to do was get wider.
Yeah, I think I hit my peak in 7th or 8th grade, and it just
Yeah, I specifically remember having like one of those beards that connected from my sideburns to my chin.
Oh, the chin strap.
And it was all connected.
Just the chin strap.
Yeah.
Yep. I
mean,
had one of those.
I could grow it in the cheeks, but I shaved it into the chin strap. And I was like, I was the only one in middle school that like, there were some guys that tried, but they had like the Joe Dirt where it was just like a couple hairs in the middle here.
It's always like right here.
Yeah.
Where the goatee would end. And
dude, mine.
Yeah, I had the chin strap for a while. It was so stupid.
Dude, I think Jaden showed you a picture of me in 7th grade.
I don't remember.
Out here at the birthday, she was showing like all my old Facebook pictures.
I don't remember.
There was like one with my hair was straightened and shit. I was 7th grade. I had fucking chin strap.
I don't remember at all.
Dude, it looked gay and fuck.
I imagine.
But at the time, I was like, yeah.
And you straightened your hair?
I was like, yeah, I'm fucking.
Wait. You straightened your hair?
Yeah, girl.
Like you would wake up in the mornings and straighten your hair?
No, not that gay.
Well, what do you mean?
Just a little gay.
What do you mean then? How did you straighten your hair?
It was straightened in the picture, but I didn't used to like straighten it every day. Like, oh, better wake up an hour early and go to school with straightened hair.
I was hoping you did. I was going to call you such a douche.
I mean, you can call me a douche, but that's not accurate for what I was doing.
I used to iron my clothes every day before school.
You're blind. You probably can't see that.
I can't see that.
Oh, let me walk it over.
Oh boy. It looks like you got a bucket hat on.
Yeah, that's what it was, man. I fucking straightened it, and then I'd put like a beanie on, and it would flip out at the bottom.
Oh, and you had a skateboard.
Yeah, dude, I was cool as fuck.
Oh God.
Yeah, I also had a set of grills.
What the fuck?
They weren't real girls. They were
no shit.
They were the old gum wrapper trick, the foil gum wrapper. You can only have them on for so long until the
wrapper gets all soggy.
The foil started fucking eating the enamel of your teeth.
I don't think we would have been friends at all.
I went through so many different fucking phases.
Yeah, I don't think we would have been friends.
You know what though? We probably would have been because dude, I was friends.
I mean, I'm hardly friends with you now, so
I was friends with everybody though. Like I was like I may have been friends with like these kids over here. I was like that one kid would be like,
you were slutting around.
He don't seem like he fits. But like I was there.
Right.
I was friends with everybody in that group. And then I go over to this group, the people that I was hanging out with over here, the ones over here, like, why is he hanging out with them? You know what I mean? Like I was I was friends with everybody. Like I fit in all the groups. So I made it. I was a whore. I made my
friend whore.
Mm-hmm. I tried to be friends with everybody though.
Yeah.
My school was so cliquey, and I didn't like the cliquey thing. You know what I mean?
Well, you were also smaller.
Well, there was
really that big.
You know, my whole life, even with like hobbies and sports and shit like that, like I was never that guy that like picked one thing and I really liked that. You know how like Tempe, if he could pick one thing to do forever the rest of his life and give up everything else, it would be fishing.
Yeah.
I've never been able to do that. You know what I mean? Like I've always wanted to go fishing. I've always wanted to go hunting. I've always wanted to have a motorcycle. I've always wanted to, you know, go wakeboard. Like there's so many things that I fucking enjoy to do. And that's one of my biggest downfalls because there's never enough time. There's never enough time in a day or a week or a year to fucking,
for sure.
Same with like golfing. I fucking love golfing, but I go like 3, 4, 5 times a year.
Yeah. I haven't even been out yet.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
Not once.
Where I get myself in trouble is I'll go like the first 1 or 2 times of the season or the year, and I'll remember like what I was missing or what I didn't have from the previous year, and then I'll spend the money on get like my clubs. I need new fairway woods, so like I'll go golfing for the first time this year, and I'll be like, God, it'd be nice to have a new set of fairway woods, and then I'll buy them.
Right.
And it's like but I do that with everything. You know what I mean? Like I get to ice fishing season and I'm like, oh yeah, it'd be nice to have a fucking active target live, which I don't have. $2,000, bam, gone. Like, and I do that shit with everything.
Dude, the most expensive new hobby that we just started was the fucking camping hobby.
Yeah, dude.
Holy shit.
So how was the camping weekend this weekend?
So we spent...
I didn't even know you were going camping.
Yeah.
Did you guys just up and go or what?
No. So every year we went to Lakeview. So that's like 45 minutes away from my hometown.
Okay.
My sister and mom, they share a camper. And then my cousin is always camping, and a couple of their friends, this and that. So there's like a group of 5 of them that every June they take the whole month of June and they camp at this Camp Crescent in Lakeview. And they found out we got a camper, and we went a couple weekends ago, like Memorial Day weekend or right before it.
Yep.
And we went with them in my hometown, and they invited us to come up to here or whatever. So we took Friday and a Monday off, and we drove it back. And that Thursday driving, that fucking wind, holy fuck. Driving it down the interstate, I was white knuckling. You were talking about the fucking solar eclipse. I had that with the trailer in my mirror. It was bad.
That camper is like the perfect size for like, it's not big enough that you need like stabilizer bars and shit.
Right.
But it's also not small enough that it doesn't catch the wind. So like you're in that middle area there where like,
it was catching the wind.
Yeah.
It was, I think Kylie for a couple times there was a little scared that it was good because we drove by, there was an enclosed trailer on its side in the ditch. Like it had blown over.
Oh, I saw that.
And she she saw that, and I could tell right after her mood like changed a little bit. Like, oh fuck, is that gonna happen to us?
Are we gonna survive? Yeah, but we drove by that, and I told Jane, I go, we should turn around and go see if there's anything in it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, fuck, it's just laying there. Ain't no like,
yeah, nobody's claimed it.
Nobody's claimed it. There ain't a fucking pink tag on it from the troopers.
Right.
Let's go see what's in it.
But no, we went for a long weekend. Ended up, they invited us to stay long. Well, obviously they don't have to invite us, but like they wanted us to stay longer. So instead of pulling the camper back, we just paid for the spots for the rest of the month.
Really?
So basically the month of June, we are driving back there and camping.
So you just left it down there?
Yeah. Yeah. So from June 6th is when we started, and we're leaving it till June 30th.
Really?
All the way there. Yeah.
No shit.
That was a pretty penny. It's like $20 a day.
Yeah.
But I told her, I was like, well, you think about it, like I'm spending an extra $100, like probably in gas just to get it down there.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting like 8-9 miles per gallon.
Yep.
And then plus the wear and tear on the truck and stuff like that. Like now we pull it down there with my truck, and then we can drive her car back and forth on the weekends when we're going.
Yeah.
And then just drive my truck for that last weekend. And it's perfect. We were going to pull it to like my sister's and, save it during the week and then pick it up on the weekend, blah, blah, blah. But I was like, fuck that. Because her place is 40 minutes away anyway.
Dude, so, I wish I could plan an entire month of doing like the same thing.
Yeah. This is probably the only month that we've ever been able to do that. I don't know. It just kind of worked out. And it's going to be perfect because like Sunday's Father's Day.
Yeah.
My dad's camping up there.
Oh, perfect.
So we'll be there for that.
Yep.
Instead of like, because I haven't been back for Mother or Father's Day for forever. And then, so it'd be nice to be there that Sunday, have breakfast with them, drive back, and then go to her dad's and have dinner or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, my mom's birthday is that last weekend in June, and she'll be up camping there. So it's just, perfect. It works out perfectly.
There you go. Yeah, dude. I feel like every year I tell myself, like, I'm going to stop planning shit and just have a summer full of like, we're not doing anything.
Yeah.
And it never fucking happens. I'm getting like sick of it because all I want to do is just like wake up and be like, what am I going to do today? I don't know. Let's do this. And it's fucking.
Yeah, that was the greatest
Always
thing.
something.
That was the greatest thing about fucking being out. That's what we love, I think, so much about it is we're out doing stuff. Like camping for us is like considered doing stuff.
Yeah.
I
No,
think,
it is.
like-
it is.
But even though we're like being lazy and really just getting drunk, we're like still outside and like we don't have to worry. Like we bring the dog. We don't have to worry about that. And like this is the most I've seen my family. Like over the last like month, the most I've seen my family in probably 2 years. You know, just because they're 2.5 hours away,
right?
And we don't. You know, it's when we go back, it was either okay, stay with my mom, go see my dad for breakfast, go, you know, maybe not see my sister at all or my niece and nephews, whatever.
Right.
You know, don't get to go out and see my friends or anything from that still live in Denison. But now
it's 2.5 hours to Denison or 2 hours.
Yeah, it's 2.5 hours to Denison. It's 2 hours to where we're camping. So, I mean, we still have a little bit of a drive on Friday nights, but it's not that bad. No, yeah, it's it's perfect though, because now we just parked the camper and we're like, hey, you want to come see us? Come out and see us.
Yeah.
Like I saw one of my really good buddies that I probably hadn't seen since I moved up here.
Yeah.
He, like within the first month of me moving to Clear Lake, I saw him. We went out for like lunch or whatever.
Yeah.
He was in town for a wedding. But he lives in Denison, you know, it's just, and then every time I come back, we're always too busy, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I hadn't seen him probably 2 years. And he was able to just come out, be like, hey, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna put the kids to bed and I'll come out, I'll swing out and have a few drinks. So like,
nice.
It's actually turned out to be a really like, especially for my side anyway, is beneficial to see some of the people that I, you know, haven't seen in forever or don't see very often because they can just come to us.
So it almost sounds like you guys need to get another camper.
Well, it would be great to have like a permanent spot at one of these places. Like the places we're camping, they do have permanent spots.
Yeah.
But there's a huge waiting list. And I think I think it's like $2,500 a year.
Yeah.
Which
that's not too bad.
That's not too bad if you if you use it.
The hidden lakes or whatever right over here, that's like 4 or 5.
Well, see, that's a little bit that seems like more of a.
But that's all permanent.
Yeah,
there's not many like temporary.
That doesn't seem like camping to me. In all reality, like
that's a community of campers.
There's
lakes.
They're too nice. It's too fucking nice.
Yeah.
Like
if like that's what you do for like your weekends, and like you're gonna go be in a permanent campground and create friends and a community of campers, that thing's perfect,
right?
Because I mean, it's nice. There's not a bunch of shitheads there. Everyone that pays to stay there obviously has a decent amount of money. Most of it's like new fifth wheels and shit,
right?
So I mean, I wouldn't mind a place like that for like weekend use, but I also do dig like the mom and pop fucking shithole campground that's in the middle of nowhere.
Right. And like this one we're staying at for this month is like, I mean, they have a shit ton of spots and everything.
Yeah.
And they have like some concrete pad, like some permanent spots. And then most of the permanent spots are still like gravel. But like, I want to have to level my camper and not, you know, feel like I'm actually camping, not have a fucking pull-in driveway and a big old deck and like where you can build a deck off the side of it.
A shitter hookup, right? Yeah. Me and Jaden have been talking about getting a camper for a few years, and she throws like ones that are like pretty decent deals at me every now and again here and there. And I know like I talked to Kylie not that long ago about like us setting up like a weekend to go camping this summer sometime. That needs to happen.
Yeah, you 1000% should, because right now we have, you know, like my family side of it and these people that we're camping with now, which is great, you know, but we also don't want to be driving 2 hours every time we want to go camping. Like after this month of June, like we're going to want to take it out like a weekend in July or a couple weekends in August. And it's just better to have a group of people than
honestly, like what would be really fun, and I'm looking at this as like for my kids, right? What would be really fun is to get a camper this year, get everything set up the way we want it, ready to fucking rock. And then like next summer, get our friends together that have campers or want to get a camper or whatever, and like schedule it so that like every other weekend, all summer long, we just pick a place and go. You know what I mean? So you spend like the whole summer just going, camping, like something different all the time.
Well, and I think your kids would absolutely fucking love it.
Oh, dude.
You know,
and they're
just riding your bikes around the campground and stuff.
At that age where like I'm cool with taking them camping.
Right.
Because it's like, hey, grab some firewood. Hey,
right.
Go in the back and watch as when I back this. You know what I mean? Like they're old enough to help. They're old enough to be sufficient. You're not camping with a crying toddler. Like,
right.
Dude, I think
so
getting a camper
bunch of these
is going to be
like my sister has kids that are very similar age to you. What did they do all weekend? They rode their bikes.
Yep.
They met new kids all the way around. They played with fucking squirt guns and water balloons.
Yep.
And they played at the beach.
Yep.
Like they played at the parks there.
Mm-hmm.
That's perfect. As long as like your kids know, like, okay, you can't go past here. Yep. Or you cannot go in the water by yourself.
Yep.
My nephew has a little issue with that aspect of like he thinks he can go anywhere and everywhere.
Yeah. Or like the cutting through people's campgrounds like while they're running around.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, no. Stay on the fucking road.
Right.
If there's a car coming, get off the road. Dude, that's what's so weird about kids nowadays too, is when we were younger, I feel like our situational awareness to vehicles and roads was so much better than it is today. I feel like
was it, or did we just, because I feel like your kids feel like they are looking and like, you know, but maybe we felt like we were, but we actually weren't. I don't know. But
maybe I feel that way because
this story. Fucking, so the cops came to the campsite on Saturday morning, not ours. Somebody there. And because there's
you tried to surprise sex Kylie and she called the cops.
No. Where we were camped right across the road, there was a tent and there was two like young dudes. And, you know, they were fine. They had asked Kylie for some firewood or whatever, so we gave them some and whatever. But we watched these guys camp all night or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden, one of their friends comes pulling in. And the number one rule of a campground is do not fucking fly around in your vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
Like there's kids all over.
Yeah.
All over. Granted, it's like fucking midnight, 1 o'clock, but still, like when I was camping as a kid, there was people we were sneaking out all the time anyway. And he's just flying around. All of a sudden, one of the guys from another camper just comes fucking screaming at him. Just screaming, fucking yelling at him. This kid's yelling back. And I'm just like, oh, fuck, here we go.
Right.
This guy's going to beat the fuck out of this young kid.
About to happen.
And
throwing hands.
Yeah. And the kid fucking speeds off, about hits this guy. I'm like, ooh. They calm down or whatever. Half an hour later, guy comes back. The kid comes back. Just fucking flying around. Now he's like peeling out, stopping real hard, you know, just being a fucking dick. And these kids, like, turns out they're like 16 years old.
Oh, so that makes sense.
They seemed older, but that guy comes back in, and now these kids are packing up their tent and everything. So the guy comes back over to talk to him, and they're like getting the fuck out of there. They're like, because they were drinking underage there, and then it caused a commotion.
Oh, so they're
getting the fuck out.
They were straight panicking.
Yeah. But this guy was furious. He's fucking going over there, and the kid that's driver. The three other ones were really nice. They're like, yeah, we're getting the fuck out, blah, blah, blah. And the driver just is running his mouth. and they're telling him to shut the fuck up. Like, let's just get out of here. Shut up.
Yep.
Driver's being an asshole, and he just speeds off and peels out. All of a sudden, we see along the fence line. So you have to go out of the campground, and then you go where these guys were parked. You have to drive right by it to get through the exit. And there's a fence. There's fucking 6 of them lined up with 3/4 full beer cans. And as that truck drove by, just doof, 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 to the side of that fucking truck.
No shit.
It was the greatest thing ever. Because that fucking truck, just like, all you heard was, stop throwing beer cans.
Instant fucking karma.
Yeah. Like,
see, that's why you don't run your fucking mouth to people.
Right. And then I'm pretty
Be a
sure,
nice person.
I'm pretty sure they got called in too. Like once they were leaving, somebody called them in.
Which means they got picked up.
Yeah. I would
Anytime
assume
a
so.
call comes in, I guarantee you, cops, when they're sitting there at night and they're in their car and they're bored and a call comes in, I feel like it's like priority number 1.
Yeah.
The world is coming to an end. They have to find that car. And they usually do.
Well, and this town is not very big. And I think they have a couple cops policing like around.
Yeah.
Like, and like the campground's the hot spot to.
So all they had to do is he left the campground westbound in his truck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure he did.
Those kids made it 4 miles.
Right. Right.
Yeah. They were fucked.
So yeah, I that's what I heard is they called him in.
The feeling of being fucked as a 16-year-old kid and the cops pulling you over.
Yeah.
God, those days were fun, man. I remember it was just like your heart would sink. Like just lights would come on, car pulls over, and you're like, fucked.
Yeah.
I'm fucked. Fucked. Fucked.
Right. Just every time, like, God damn it.
Yeah.
You're hiding shit.
You're thinking about like what your dad.
You're
like,
hiding.
What
you're
your
hiding
dad's
just simple shit like fucking cigarettes. Even like, God damn it, I can't have these.
You got an extra 20 in your wallet, and you're like, God, they're gonna think it's drug money.
Right.
Hide that. Hide it. Hide it.
What's this kid doing with $25?
He's on his way to buy weed. He's gonna tell my dad I'm trying to buy weed. Fuck yeah, dude. That's what that's all about, dude. Thursday night, Jaden and I went to Des Moines to see Tom Segura.
Yeah.
It was
that.
It was fucking great.
Yeah.
It was fucking great. I was expecting to hear like some jokes that I've heard before, and it surprised the shit out of me. Like everything I heard out of him was like brand new.
Well,
it was.
I think when they go on tour, they're working on these new specials. So like you haven't heard them yet.
Well,
until they come out.
Like the 2 openers and him all made like jokes aimed towards like Des Moines. So like, like they were thinking ahead and like researching and like writing content. And, I was looking around and like they were making a huge deal about like no fucking phones. You'll be kicked out. No recording. And I'm like, why are they making such a big fucking deal about it? And then like he came out and threw out this set of all like material I've never heard. I'm like, oh, that's why. So like, none of his shit gets leaked before like a special comes out. And so just a minute ago, I was looking through my phone because I was trying to find the text conversation between me and Jaden because I had to ask her. I can't remember the names of the openers, but the guys that opened were, they were fucking pretty good. Trevor Wallace and Kirk Fox.
Trevor Wallace.
So Trevor Wallace he does a lot of like short form, like TikTok comedy content where he does like skits and stuff. He like dresses up and like creates characters and roles and shit like that.
I feel like I know of him.
Kirk Fox was in, I can't remember, Jury Duty, the show Jury Duty. And he was also in
oh, yeah, I know who that guy is.
Yeah, Trevor Wallace. Yeah. And then Kirk Fox, he was in what the fuck's the show? Ron Swanson. Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
Parks and Rec.
Trying to think of it. I was like fucking Brandon.
He was
dressed up as for a Halloween
like
episode.
the trailer trash guy.
Yeah.
That's Kirk Fox.
Okay.
And dude, they come out and both of them, they were funny as fuck. And I was like, God, these guys are good, but I wasn't like laughing.
Right.
I was like, oh, yeah, that's good. Oh yeah, that's good. And then Tom Segura came out and like it was amazing to see like the level that he was on compared to like his openers.
Right.
And I don't know if they like did it on purpose, like, hey, be funny, but don't like fucking kill him or what. But like Tom came out and it was like a clear night and day. There's a reason he's headlining. Like
Right.
it was night and day difference. Like his delivery, like we were close enough. I could see his facial expressions, even though I was watching the big screen. Like,
Right.
But I was like, I could see his facial expressions and shit. And it's like his delivery and like the way he says shit. And the dude never laughs at his own shit ever. Like he says it straight faced and delivers it like funny as fuck.
He just makes like little faces, like
yeah, and
shit like that.
Like one of his jokes, he said something, and it was kind of like it's like a touchy joke, and he was like, "No, you don't." He goes, "No, Des Moines, you don't like that one?" And he looked up and he goes, I don't give a fuck. Like, just so like, dude, it was good. It was the first comedy show I've ever been to.
Yeah.
I've never been to like an actual comedy show. And to have like, it's one thing as like a musician to have a whole arena like on their feet, enjoying the music and like singing along and but to have an entire arena dead silent and then erupt in laughter because of something you said, like that was fucking cool, man.
Right.
Like it almost made me go, I would rather be a comedian than a rock star.
Yeah, I think so.
If I had the choice to choose between filling stadiums and playing music and captivating like an audience that size just by talking in a microphone,
right,
I would rather be good at that. Like it was fucking cool, man. Then we stayed up till like 3:00 in the morning, and I was like, "Why the fuck am I doing this?" It was that was rough, dude. That was
so. Two things with that. We still got to sign you up for your little comedy deal.
Didn't forget. We were down in Des Moines for this show, right? And Jaden's best friend, the maid of honor in our wedding, Chelsea, and her husband, Benny, we stayed at their place. And I told Benny after we got done with Tom Segura, I was like, so I'm supposed to come down here soon at some point and go to an open mic night. And he's like, let me know. We'll fucking get it hooked up. He's like, I know where they're all at. He's like, we'll make a night out of it. And I'm like, all right, we'll do this. So we got an in down there. I just got to get a fucking set made and feel good about it. Because I know if I go down there and I'm like, I don't have anything to say, like it's for sure going to be fucking shit.
Oh yeah. But
it's going to be really funny if I go down there and I'm ready. It's shit. You know,
it's true.
Like that's like, so I'm trying to like put together a skit that I'm like, because I don't know what to prepare for. Kill Tony, you have 1 minute.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like open mic nights, some of these are like 2 to 3 minutes. Some of them you have 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
A lot of them are 5 minutes.
So, I mean, if it's 5 minutes, like that means I have to write 12 fucking jokes.
Right.
And I have to like refine them and get them so they're fucking beautiful. And then put them in a sequence to where I'm going to start with this one, feel the crowd out. And then I have to figure out which of the other 12 I'm going to go to next. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because like I don't want to go down there and just like completely fuck it. You know what I mean? Right. I don't want to.
No, I want you to.
I
want you to completely just.
I want to completely fuck it, but I want
you to get booed out of there.
I want to completely fuck it trying. You know what I mean? I don't want to go down there and completely fucking be like, I knew that was gonna happen because I fucking didn't. I didn't have any jokes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
trying or not trying, I just want you to get booed off stage,
dude.
I want you to just be absolutely embarrassed.
Well, I won't be embarrassed. But if I get booed off stage, I'll probably be the only one laughing my ass off in that fucking place. Well, you probably will.
Oh,
and Brandon will be too.
Dying.
Jaden will probably be like,
Jaden will be embarrassed for sure.
I don't know this guy. And I have to hold his hand when we leave here. Dude, that's a joke in itself right there.
All right. The second thing is We're out of time for the
We're
night.
out of time.
Yeah.
Before we leave, just wanted to let you guys know. I know you've probably already noticed by now because we just filmed an entire podcast episode. Brandon wasn't with us tonight. We weren't going to bring it up, but it's pretty obvious, so I want to bring it up now. Unfortunately, Brandon had another traumatic accident, and he died. He's no longer with us. He unalived in a tragic. It was actually pretty close to the same accident, except for he was mowing the yard and tripped and fell on a landscape rake, and it actually went through his butt, out his mouth. He skewered himself, and one of the crackheads nearby got his buddies to carry him away, and they roasted him on a fire pit. They tried to do like a Hawaiian barbecue, and cops came. He was engulfed in flames, and his guts boiled and blew out, and it was a mess. It was terrible. So Brandon's no longer with us. We were going to take a week of mourning, but we got over it pretty quick. Just kidding. Brandon is just fine. He's just fine. He's just not here tonight. So with that being said, go check out Rusty Lids. Go check out Rusty Lids. They're fucking great. I know you'll love them. You'll love your fucking next favorite hat. Go check them out. Use promo code LOVEYOU, letter U, LOVEU. When you check out, get a KLYB discount. That being said, I guess we're on to next time.
On to the next.
We love you guys.
Love you guys.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
KLYB.
Bye.
I'm chasing her butt cheeks up and down the corn. All these girls have cowboy boots and wear their Wrangler. Fuck me in the butthole. Take two. I'm chasing their butt cheeks up and down the corn. All these girls have cowboy boots and carry around their pitchforks. Chasing their butt cheeks up and down the corn. All these girls have real nice butts and wear those Wrangler jean shorts. All right, dude. Pulled shocks.
Pulled shocks.